Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news, my friends. It's Babylon 5 time, and this time we'll be watching Season 4, Episode 13. Check out this title, Rumors, Bargains, and Lies. For me, friends, that's the totality of my Babylon 5 experience. At least as far as the twists and plot turns and all the story beats go, which leads me to this. I cannot wait to see what JMS has in store for us in this episode and the rest of the series, so wait no longer, we shall. If you could do me a quick favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And what is now? Now it's time for the 13th episode of Babylon 5's 4th season, Rumors, Bargains, and Lies. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! John, just taking it easy.
Good morning, Captain.
Top of the morning, Captain.
Are you trying to remember something, John?
Oh.
It's like he's talking to somebody.
Yeah, I know. Every time you try to get them to do something for their own good, they figure that you've got some sort of a hidden agenda.
It's because normally that's what we have. John, you listening to a podcast over there?
The Raiders and the Drakh are just potential problems. I mean, they really haven't hit that many places so far.
They don't see the trouble until it's right up on top of them, and then they run around like they're crazy.
Does he have an earpiece in the other ear?
Is there something you'd like to share with the rest of the group?
Huh?
No.
Well, then could you act weirder, John?
If we try to talk the other races into letting our ships operate along their borders, it's going to be nothing but grief. Hell, it took months to pull them together the last time, and that was with the shadows breathing down their necks.
So?
There's an easier way to convince them.
And how do we do that?
By not convincing them. Listen,
Okay, John, you're cracking up.
you finished your breakfast. I want you to take 3 white stars out to Sector 87 and wait for orders.
What do you want me to do?
Wait for orders?
But trust me, this is going to be great.
Couldn't we, like, patrol hyperspace, like, in between jump points, so if something does happen to him, we could just jump out?
Just checking.
Yeah, no doubt.
It seems the primary beacon is no longer transmitting. I've had to use the orbital relay station to pick
What?
up on local broadcasts. Fighting has broken out in the capital. They fear it may spread to the outer cities.
Wow. Between the casts, I'm assuming?
It was the year of fire.
We're being told what kind of year we're looking at here by the Babylon 5 cast. I'm really curious if it's like all 3 casts fighting or if it's the workers and the religious against the warriors.
The year is 2261. The place?
Babylon 5. Okay, so I had a question. A couple people asked to clarify my points on why I don't think John and Mike were ever friends. And again, this is not me trying to. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. For me, it's not necessarily something that is backed by a whole lot of like in-universe fact. It's more of just the feeling I get between the 2 characters. But one of the big examples that was brought up was, well, John trusted Mike to load up the warheads when he went to Zahadum. My counter argument is, who else does he ask? Anybody else is going to either tell Delin or stop him from doing this because it certainly looks like a suicide run. So I don't know. That's just my feeling about that particular item between the 2 of them. But I always love to hear what everyone has to say, and I like the idea that most people believe that Mike and John were friends. It's certainly something that I've just been nitpicky about, but...
My father used to carry me through the city on his shoulders. We heard of the Great Council. The name was always spoken with awe and reverence. They held our world together. They were the peace promised by Valen. 1,000 years of peace.
We can't put the Great Council back up?
great crystal spires that sighed music whenever the wind touched them. And I wonder, did I do this when I broke the Great Council?
No.
You know the truth as well as I do. Valen only knew what Sinclair knew. He could not see beyond that.
Yeah.
Once he left us, the future became fluid.
It's very true. That is very true.
I was wrong.
Delenn, it was inevitable.
Yeah.
The council imposed balance between the caste by suppressing the old resentments, the fears, the imagined slights, but it could not erase them.
Now, the Warriors were the first ones to imbalance the council, too.
Did you contact Neroon?
Yes, I did.
Did
Whether
he
or
answer?
not he will be there when we arrive, I do not know.
Well, if the Minbari are compromised, there goes our biggest ally against Earth.
It was a beautiful city, wasn't it?
I thought it was going to switch back and you'd see it burning.
When you asked me to allow your ships to operate on the border of Centauri's space, you said you were going to use it to inspire the rest of the League to do the same, hmm?
That's right.
You don't want me to even talk about it?
That's right. And if anyone brings it up, I want you to deny it.
Deny it?
That's right.
All right.
You will forgive me if I appear a bit slow. I have studied your race quite a bit, and there are still several aspects of your psychology I don't understand. And the less said about the comedy team of Rebo and Zuti, the better. However,
You don't like Rebo and Zudi? They're hysterical.
Are they?
Are they?
Zuti, zoot at
It was
me.
a great routine.
I didn't get it.
Not my problem.
My point.
I didn't get it.
You will explain to me how allowing your ships to patrol the border of Centauri space will inspire the rest of the League to do the same.
If I can't talk about it.
Tell them that we are doing it.
Londo, trust me.
I have no reason to.
Zudi, zoot. I love that.
I mean, John acts like he's high in this episode. This is like back to like season 2 John. Oh, hey everybody. Yeah, Neroon's there. Hi.
Hello, Neroon.
Delenn, I was surprised to receive your message. I considered not responding, but then I enjoy a mystery as much as anyone.
I love to hate this guy.
You are under my protection. They will not harm you, except in their own defense. I need to speak with you.
Given the fighting that's going on back home, I should think you would be very worried to be alone with one of the warrior caste.
I would, if it were anyone else but you.
You've proven to be a Minbari of honor too, Neroon. I mean, you might be an insufferable prick sometimes, but I'm going to begrudgingly give you the benefit of the doubt because you seem to have at least the potential to hear people out. And you left my guy Marcus alive, which goes a long way.
What are they doing here? Why were they invited?
It's called peace.
There are rumors all over Homeworld that the religious caste will give in to the demands of the warriors, that they will rule and we will follow. Delenn
will speak for herself.
Right.
I need your help, Neroon.
My help? I remind you that not very long ago I fought to keep you from taking control of the Rangers. We have not exactly been friends.
She knows she can count on you.
Always been motivated by one desire, to do what is right for our people.
Yeah, you're a patriot.
You know as well as I that if either side achieves dominance, the delicate balance of our civilization will be destroyed.
You should have thought of that before you broke the Grey Council.
She didn't. The imbalance broke it.
But I would rather have someone who opposed me out of an honest belief in the rightness of his cause, than someone who was always on my side because it was expected or required. Questioned your judgment, your wisdom, your temperament, but never your loyalty.
Never your loyalty, right? He's a patriot.
Was that a compliment?
After a fashion.
Then you trust me.
A compliment followed by a bunch of following a bunch of insults.
Now it's too late.
No, it's not.
This has been building ever since the war. The fire cannot be stopped.
Sure it can.
How many lives will be lost?
Delenn, I am as horrified by what is happening back home as you are.
Then we can stop it.
If I do, I risk alienating my entire caste. They may turn against me.
That is true.
or you can save your world.
It's a challenge, and I have always liked challenges.
Oh, wow.
I've reported seeing several of your White Star ships patrolling the borders of Centauri space.
Have they?
Did you put them there, or did the Centauri ask for them?
I don't really think it's my place to comment.
Captain.
But not denying it doesn't make it true any more than not confirming it makes it false. Are you with me so far?
I'm not sure.
You're going to make them join up because of FOMO? Love it.
The Centauri are a prideful people. They wouldn't ask for help unless they were afraid of something. If that's true, we deserve to know what it is.
I'm sorry.
It's going to work. It's going to work.
I want you to target several of the asteroids and destroy them.
I see. And then?
Then come back.
That's it.
Yes.
Shoot a bunch of rocks and then leave.
Correct. I have neither the desire nor the inclination to explain them to you. Now, if you're incapable of carrying them out, let me know. Otherwise, I'll expect to see you when you've completed your mission.
Okay, John.
Captain. Is everything all right?
Fine. Excellent. Couldn't be finer. Why?
You don't want to share anything, John?
Everything else here all right?
Fine.
Good. Well.
All right.
Good day, Commander.
Okay, John, you're not sharing this with your command crew, this grand tactic?
Your pilots should have their eyes examined. I don't know how they see out of them anyway. Tiny, beady, squinty little things.
Are you saying the Centauri do not know what ships are patrolling their borders?
Oh, of course we know. The Maker has gifted us with great big eyes and great big scanners.
Jesus,
and
Londo.
Great big,
Flatly deny that you asked Sheridan to use the White Star Fleet to support your government and protect Centauri space.
Absolutely.
That will do. Thank you.
Open!
So what did that do for you, other than push you right into John's little trap?
This may be more serious than we thought.
I was wondering if your governments can send us some additional blood supplies for each of your races.
How much?
Much as you can spare.
Why?
Oh, no particular reason. I just...
We just want to have it in case of war.
In the event of a crisis or an attack.
What kind of...
I'm in a hurry. I'm in the middle of something, but I will send your governments a formal request later on today. I just wanted to let you know that it was coming. I'll see you later. Probably.
Probably.
Why else would Delenn come this far and want Naroon to be here? Why else would she return to Minbar with a warrior at her side?
She's not going to...
Why else would she behave this way unless she intended for us to surrender?
We're not surrendering. I mean...
I know her heart. She would never do what you describe.
That was a long time ago.
So let's argue.
She's the only one whom all the clans will honor. But we cannot move against her.
Oh my God.
One who led the Grey Council, the chosen of Dukat. It would tear our caste apart and guarantee our loss to the warriors.
But it will mean sacrificing all we have, and all we will ever be.
Kill Delenn and say that the warriors did it?
Oh, history will not even remember us. They will only wonder what happened to this ship and why it never reached home. But it must be done. For the good of everyone.
That is extreme.
I siphoned it directly from the fuel system. Once released into the air processing system, it will poison the atmosphere within minutes. After we are no more, the ship will continue to drift further into hyperspace until we cannot be found. The ship will become a monument to our caste.
Okay.
To think that one of our own should turn against us. I think I will welcome the great sleep that I might never again have such thoughts.
Oh boy. Oh, thank God, Linear. Getting ready for a broadcast?
Captain.
I see you're just about to go on.
Here comes Happy John.
Did you know that 3/4 of his cabinet resigned in protest over his martial law decree?
Huh.
You don't hear that on ISN.
Ah, that's great. I just stopped by to ask you to plan a story for me.
Right now? 30 seconds before?
Planting stories now. I mean, we've made a big deal out of the fact that unlike ISN, we're putting out the truth. If we become a propaganda machine...
That's the last thing I want. I just want you to mention that nothing happened today in Sector 83 by 9 by 12. So, just relax, because what you're saying is absolutely true.
That nothing happened there today.
Yes.
Yeah, he's manipulating a narrative. I don't know, John. We haven't had a whole lot of success with these types of plans in you, buddy. My money's on you, but not all of it.
I just wanted to mention for those who have asked that absolutely nothing whatsoever happened today in Sector 83 by 9 by 12. I repeat, nothing happened. Please remain calm.
Something obviously happened.
White stars do not attack asteroids.
I know.
Jesus.
The enemy must be invisible. Some new cloaking system.
Yes. No wonder the Centauri asked for help. Perhaps they are advanced enough to see this invisible enemy.
They're keeping this technology to themselves.
Good shot. All one shot.
But we have a right to the same protection as the Centauri. We cannot tolerate this kind of...
Oh my God. This is going to be a union by FOMO. I mean, this could have gone so badly, John. It still could. You got to reestablish the gray. You have to.
Ah, good. There you are. We're almost home. Bring her to me. I have questions which require answers.
Answers. Oh! You had to hit him with a sucker punch because he would have wrecked you, man. Wow.
It was a glancing blow.
Take him below and have his wounds treated. Then he should rest. If he doesn't choose to rest, make him.
Delenn.
Leave him a copy of the sacred scrolls to read. Perhaps he will understand that there are other ways to solve disagreements than violence.
I thought that was a rule. You can't harm another Minbari. Like, isn't that like punishable by death or something?
Naroon was attacked because some of them believed that the warrior caste is going to surrender to us. They would do anything necessary to prevent that. Either side surrenders to the other, there will be chaos. Our entire culture would fall apart. There are other ways, more reasonable ways. But the extremists among us never see that.
But we thought...
But what?
Nothing. Nothing.
I have somewhere to be. I believe I have made a mistake. We're all going to die because of it.
Only the warrior caste could actually turn on one of their own. You are the steady rock beneath my feet.
About that. This is the manipulation episode, I see.
Poison. It's too late.
We're all going to effing die. Lanier, this is probably... Johnny on the spot, as always, Lanier. Get rid of that kid. Hopefully that rebreather will... I think he got some of that.
Have we fallen so far that we cannot even trust ourselves?
Oh no. Get him to medbay ASAFP, you sons of bitches. You just saved everyone.
Not well. I've asked my personal physician to tend to Lanier. They are both in isolation to protect Lanier from contamination until the doctor is finished. He appears to have been exposed to some residue from the fuel system. How he came upon it, I do not know.
He didn't say.
Should he survive?
Now, come on now. I don't like this type of talk, man.
Without him, I would stumble and fall and never get up again.
I know the others are not happy with my presence here.
They will understand.
You're a good guy, Naroon. You're a patriot, bud.
In the time that we have known each other, Delenn, I have not always spoken well of you. I assumed your behavior was prompted by a sense of your own superiority, your ego, the usual fanaticism we've come to expect.
The usual fanaticism.
In the last year, I've begun to realize that I was wrong.
She's a true
Ducat
leader.
chose you, above all, to follow him. Slowly, dimly, I begin to understand why.
That admission makes me like you, buddy.
But I do know it is right that we are here together.
Yeah.
Was that a compliment, Naroon?
After a fashion.
There we go. Come on, let's reestablish the gray. Put everybody on it. Lanier's ready. If he, is healthy enough, we put him on the gray.
Let Sheridan think we do not know about this invisible enemy. Let him continue to underestimate us. As long as we get what we want. What pretext do we use to get these ships?
Just ask.
It's been a hectic day.
Anything in particular, Captain?
No, just the usual.
Of course.
Now, what is it you wanted to see me about?
We want White Star protection.
We feel it is only a matter of time before they turn their attention to our own civilizations.
Well, I wouldn't put too much stock in rumors. I'm sure you can handle whatever comes your way.
What about bargains and lies?
You're talking about the White Star Fleet.
We are.
There's nothing I can do. They're busy.
Doing what?
Come on, John.
You must put as many of the White Star Fleet as you can around our borders.
Just hold on a minute.
We speak for the entire League.
I can't put them on your borders without the proper authorization to intercept raiders and other ships entering or leaving the area. And since you're not likely to give me the authorization, that, as they say, gentlemen...
Is that?
We will provide them with full authority. You cannot hide behind that, Captain.
You have no choice in this, Sheridan. The League has spoken. You will bring the White Star Fleet into the League of Non-Aligned Worlds.
What worked, John?
I'll have the diplomatic papers and treaties drawn up this afternoon and delivered to each of you by the end of the day.
Good. Thank you, Captain. You may go now.
You're dismissed. Oh my God. Okay. Hilarious. No fist pumps, John. No fist pumps. I will allow a smile.
Yes!
That works too, I guess.
I love it when a plan comes together.
It's a hero right there.
This is the second time I have seen you near death. You're starting to acquire bad habits.
It was much safer in Temple.
Can you tell me what happened?
He will not.
I was passing a maintenance tube on my way to see you when I smelled a discharge from the fuel system. I crawled into the tube and I shut the valve. There was no other choice. If I had waited, it would have been drawn into the air recycling system. Now I think we can be fairly certain the warrior caste was not involved.
Not a lie.
You did a very brave thing, Lanier. Everyone here is in your debt.
Some in more debt than others.
See to it that he's made comfortable. His actions have honored all of us.
Good job, kid. On all points, you're ready for the council.
You could have told her the whole truth. No one here would have blamed you. But you didn't. Why?
Peace.
If I had told her the whole truth, it would have destroyed her belief in the strength and the wisdom of our caste.
Oh, man.
She does not see the same world that you and I see. In her world, we are better than we are.
Oh, wow.
I much prefer her world to that of my own, and I will not allow anything to threaten that.
I understand.
Damn, kid.
I did it for her. I did not do it for you. In future, I would suggest you try to see the world through her eyes sometime. It might lead you to make fewer fatal mistakes.
Damn, kid. The Buster sign around President Clark.
On the chance that anyone on Minbar might be monitoring the stellar cast, we send them our best wishes and hope they come through this safely.
Great shot. Rest, kid. You've earned it, buddy. Lanier, you've done enough, bud. Sit down. I don't like this music. He's leaving.
Delenn?
He left.
Lanier, what is it?
Neroon is gone.
Is that part of the plan?
The mission has been successful. I have access to their plans to counterattack our forces in the capital city. They can be stopped, and stopped easily. The religious caste is divided, and their support is weak. Tell our ships to stand by. Victory will be ours within the week.
I don't think I believe this. I'm not sure I believe that. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Babylon 5, Season 4, Episode 13, Rumors, Bargains, and Lies. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Rumors, Bargains, and Lies, the 13th episode of the 4th season of Babylon 5. A lot of manipulation in this one. I mean, depending upon how you look at it, you can always say, well, it's manipulation for the overall good, for the betterment of all the League of Non-Aligned Worlds, for the Minbari. But, I mean, when you boil it down, it is manipulation. And John was definitely the architect solely of this entire thing. I mean, is it manipulation for positive results? Sure, but I mean, again, whenever you manipulate somebody to what you think is the appropriate end and you don't consult anybody else, you're never given kind of a presentation of one, how maybe you're doing things incorrectly, or two, maybe your view isn't 100% right. You know what I mean? I know that John wants the White Stars protecting everybody, but at the same time, to do it in this fashion, you're building a very, very shaky foundation for what I'm assuming, hope to be a pretty steady alliance going forward, to make sure that you maintain this type of level of security. You also have commitments of their craft. Should there be a larger conflict, all of those things are shaky if they find out about how you originally did all of this. In fact, it could easily subvert, hey, we entered into this agreement under false pretenses. What I'm saying is, if you start with what is essentially a lie or an omission of truth, if that's called back and that was the foundation for how you kind of built everything, if you remove that linchpin, then everything comes tumbling down. Maybe not as quickly as you would think, but I don't know. I mean, hopefully it works out for John. I think that this was. I go back and forth because I agree with what he did and why he did it. I just worry that because he didn't kind of run it past anybody else, it could have, I'm not sure that it's the most solid airtight plan. How about that? I think, if you think you have everything done, you need a proofreader. You need someone to say, hey, you missed a contraction or something like that, just to be able to look at it and say, hey, it might work a little bit better if you do this. Maybe, honesty wins the day with, XYZ. Who knows? But again, this was John's baby 100%. I mean, I think he told different people elements of it. Marcus, go out here and shoot stuff. I'm not telling you anymore. Susan, make this announcement. I'm not telling you anymore. Stephen, go down and ask him for blood. I'm not telling you anymore. Here's what I want you to say if they respond. All of it is being now laid at John's feet. And that's for good or ill. So John will have to, and again, I hope that everything works out. I certainly don't. This is Babylon 5, though, everybody. We have to look at everything with not even a splash of paranoia, one part paranoia. You have to look at all these things because things have gone south. It's too realistic a show to think that, everything will go off without a hitch. Now, are we due? Yeah, we probably are due for a plan to work and not come back to bite us in the ass at some point. The problem is it could bite us in the ass at some point. And so whether or not that happens, success or failure, much like the quarterback of a football team, we're putting that right at the feet of John Sheridan. So, because he this is his baby from tip to tail. We'll see. But that wasn't the end of the manipulation. Now we have something, I assume that what we're looking at here is a very intricately woven, whereas John's was like a singular design and a creation unto his own. There was only one Dr. Frankenstein for John's plan. It seems like there were a lot of cooks in the kitchen for Delenn and Nehrunes. Well, two anyway. But again, with Lanier, if you want to count him not adding fuel to the fire between the War of Castes, I mean, if the warriors had found out that they were going to be killed in such a dishonorable way, that could absolutely fuel the fire. Oh, I don't know, friends. I think that Nehrunes and Delenn are working on something. I don't believe that Nehrunes all of a sudden decided that this was going to be like he was just going to take off and we have him right where we want him. I think that this is all some way to get all the powers that be together to sort something out. That's my guess, because Nehrunes has been he's been a lot of things, an asshole probably at the top, but like Delenn said, he has been very loyal. He has been very honorable for the edicts that he believes deserve it. You know what I mean? Which is Minbari culture above all others, the warrior caste above all others. But you can expect him not to turn on, these. I mean, he was entering in with a heavy heart the idea that he would have to forcibly take Delenn's position as Ranger 1, Marcus's involvement and all that sort of made him realize what he was doing. And he admitted it. He admitted that this was the incorrect way to go. He begrudgingly offered support for Delenn as far as, in their private conversations. I don't think he is that deceptive that he would have a conversation with her that just doesn't seem like him. He's a warrior. He faces it head on. He's not going to work in the shadows or anything unless he's lost so many times working in the light that the shadows might be the only way to get what he wants. But I say, is there a possibility that he's playing Delenn? Sure, there's always a possibility. Again, it's Babylon 5 under the command and flag of JMS, so anything is possible. I think that it would be a pretty big shock for the character of Nehruin if this was actually something that was manifesting, or it was a mission that he was on, see how well entrenched the religious caste happens to be. Can we beat them? Are they destabilized? And, honestly, because Lanier didn't say anything, they aren't split. He wouldn't know that. Nehruin wouldn't know that they had this kind of inner turmoil or anything like that. Delenn doesn't know it. I mean, this is the Minbari situation is much higher stakes than we have with the League of Non-Aligned Worlds. The League of Non-Aligned Worlds, yes, there could be a problem, but I always look at it like this. If somebody were to eventually attack them, they are all going to come calling to John anyway for the White Star Fleet. Doing this kind of obviously puts a defensive shield around them early enough that nobody has to be sacrificed for this plan to be enacted. So I understand that completely, but the stakes are considerably lower in the immediate, in the present. On Minbari, oh my God, on Minbar, I mean, dear Lord, I mean, if they go down, that is, if not the biggest kind of destabilizing presence left in the galaxy. If Minbar and the Minbari are unable to assist either John, or they can't even keep themselves, their own borders secure, or they're fighting amongst themselves, they're incredibly weak. We need them as strong as we can possibly have them. We're already at a disadvantage because they're going to be, even if you were to correct this today, there's going to be lingering resentment. There's going to be a very delicate negotiation that has to go on between all the castes. I'm assuming that would lead to the reformation of the Grey Council, or at least it should. That worked for as long as it did because of the honor that it was given, because of the respect that it had. I mean, we even heard Dukat talk about it. He said, I could overrule them, but I want them to be able to make it. That's something that I always kind of looked back on, like they did have a singular leader then in Dukat, if he could overrule the council. We need the council as the lead or the head of the Minbari culture now. I don't know, friends. This episode was very interesting because I think that when we look back on this, when we're going to see the beginnings of a lot of things that either helped or hurt our overall story, and I'm not sure which yet. And on the surface, it looks like John's gambit would help. I'm not sure yet because you could absolutely alienate a few of the League of Non-Aligned World members if they find out about it. Delenn and Nehruin are two highly intelligent people. If they came up with a plan, then I believe, Greg believes, that is the best possible plan that you could have, because you have representation from the warrior caste and the religious caste, two leaders, two patriots, two people that understand the stakes. It's going to be delicate, and whether or not they can succeed with the other leadership of their various castes remain to be seen. But if they do, it could save their world. Obviously the capital city's in disarray and been destroyed or, damaged significantly. We can't see the entire planet go that way, though. But I don't know, my friends. I as jovial as John was in this entire episode, and as happy with himself as he was, culminating with the yes inside of the lift, I feel a sense of dread for this one. Again, it's the paranoia induced and instilled in me by JMS and in the earlier twists that I've fallen for. I think that we were supposed to feel that this was like a mission accomplished type of thing, with the exception, obviously, of Nehruin. I still think that that's part of the plan. I don't know. There's a dread element in this, like a very weighty, very important, if this fails, really bad shit's going to happen. I don't know. What do you all think? Because I don't know. John's smile threw me off, and I'm still thrown off, and I don't know where we stand. Welcome to Babylon 5, Greg. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from Babylon 5, but where should we say goodbye from? Because, friends, as the Greek chorus, it is our job to continue to spread the tale of Babylon 5 like so many of you have done for so many decades. We tell people that haven't seen it before, you should really check out this spectacular show, and thus we continue to expand the audience, and we become a vitally important part of the narrative. And because of being that vitally important part, our reward is to jump back into the episode we just watched and say goodbye from a favored scene. And friends, what I think that we're going to do here is we're going to say goodbye from the very end aboard the Minbari ship. Because one, we have a hero in Lanier who continues to be a hero as he makes mention of all of these things that are going on and pulling himself out of the rack to be able to tell Delenn that Nehruin has left. And it's in that moment where we're balanced, where Delenn has not spoken yet, and we're not sure what the actual plan happens to be. And as we are on that razor's edge between the warrior caste and the religious, between peace and war, that's where we'll end, as we balance and hope the galaxy can do the same. Until such time as we get to continue this fantastic story, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.